Oh man, I'm first. Fuck.
Lakes. I think after this we've played every map, by the way. I think this is the last, like,
Yeah.
regular
We haven't
map
done pond. Did we do pond? We
Yeah,
did
we
pond.
did Pond earlier today.
Mhm.
I dominated Pond. Wait, why is Nikq green? What the hell? Why is Justin
What
black?
the
I
hell?
chose green.
Why, Justin? I'm the first one in the. I'm the first one in the.
I got the color and you didn't.
I'm literally the host of the lobby. That makes no sense. So just choose randomly, but I thought I was always getting it. Why am I just not
I
getting it
think you just
anymore?
got lucky every time.
That's crazy. If so, because that would be so many times in a row to get lucky. Have you had black as your default the whole time?
I've had black as my default for a while.
Dude, what? That's weird.
Also, I need a general synopsis of some of the YouTube videos so I can make thumbnails that are accurate.
Well, I gave you the
'Cause I don't-
titles.
Bitch, I don't know what happened in those episodes.
Well, I gave you the titles. The thumbnail is just the title. You got it. I am not going back and doing general synopsis. I'll tell you that much.
Just do some generic, like, I don't know.
Have
Give me Cliff
Chat
Notes,
GPT
bruh.
summarize it.
Someone,
Give me
like,
Cliff
putting their
Notes.
hands on their heads because they got, like, a brick stolen or something.
Armada did what?
I had, yeah,
Hey,
I was
Rock
gonna
did
do
what?
that, and then there's like this. I draw like a little baby with like a fucked up face, and I was gonna draw myself as that, and it like has like light coming down from it, like a Jesus baby.
I feel like you're putting an unsustainable amount of effort considering we make videos that come out every 2 days.
It's not that much effort. Let me tell you something. It's like it takes me 5 seconds to draw it. I'm gonna be so for real.
Oh. Well, I hope you're not drawing the one that already released. 'Cause
No,
in
I'm not
that
drawing
time-
the 11th one. No.
Okay. I mean, and we also just made like 10 more videos tonight, so
Yeah.
we made a lot tonight. I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but it's a lot. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be the 9th.
Easy.
It's- I've seen Mario Party videos, honestly, with like a group of friends do pretty well, so I wonder if it's kind of like a little niche here with Catan, that's why.
And the problem is the friends have to be funny, and we're not funny enough or coordinated enough.
Sometimes we're funny.
Yeah, but like you have to watch 40 minutes, and it's mostly just us silent or talking about Catan.
Yeah.
Well,
You gotta like Catan to watch.
I mean, clearly people like Catan. We've got
Aw,
3 videos with
Justin.
500 now.
Wah, wah.
Womp womp. Did you just womp-year-old a 5-year-old Down syndrome?
Misa, go this way.
Miss, I think this is good.
Dude, my dad is like a huge Star Wars fan, and he fucking hates Jar Jar Binks with like a fiery passion, like more than I've ever seen any Star Wars fan hate Jar Jar Binks. Like I know like a lot of them hate him, but my dad like fucking hates Jar Jar Binks. Like if I quote him around him, he
What
gets
Jar Jar
mad.
do wrong?
I have always wanted to get a really, really giant mallet and spin around in circles with it and then crack him in the head.
Okay, cool. That's where I thought it was going, but I just thought maybe you'd veer off course at some point.
But I like him because he sucks so bad his dad killed himself.
That is crazy lore.
When I learned about that, I was like, that's beautiful writing, that's canon. It might not be canon, it might be like legends or whatever, but
Yeah.
there's that comic panel of his dad holding a gun to his head.
And Jar Jar Binks is like, me sorry.
Look it up.
well, that was productive.
Oh no, he tries to. I think he does kill himself. Oh no, I think he's with his wife.
Jesus
His
Christ.
wife on the beach.
He kills himself on the
She
beach with
says-
his wife?
She says, "Don't do it. Think of your son," and then he does it.
Why would she say that? You gotta know better, man. That's crazy. He, like, actually wasn't gonna do it. He was just joking, and then she's like, think of your son. He's like, oh, fuck. That guy does suck. I fucking hate that guy.
That's so fucking George. His name is George.
Yeah, George Jar Binks.
George
No, I
George
made that up.
Binks. George Binks.
George of the Jungle.
Nice 12, man.
Oh my god, yeah, and look at his face when she says, think of your son. He realizes he has to do it, dude.
He locks in.
He's like, oh, I forgot about him.
Great, the dogs on either side of my house are warring at the moment. The line from my left ear, dog. From my right ear, dog barking back.
I was looking at the board. I was like, "Who is he talking about?"
Yeah, I know. I was like, is that Mr. Road?
Oh man.
Can you guys hear the dog?
No.
Yeah, the video can definitely hear it. It's quite loud.
Put it on Nikq.
I can literally only put it
got
on you.
three.
Oh, wait.
great.
That's Nikq. Fair enough.
That's what I said.
No, yeah, I just didn't know.
Because he's green.
This is crazy. The entire background of the video is just going to be a dog barking.
Oh, I heard it
Oh,
a
I
little
kinda heard
bit.
it,
I heard it
yeah.
a little bit. Might just be the noise gate on your Discord.
I think it's I have to be talking too.
Yeah.
So that it's... Here, I'll try talking. Wait, and then now bark. There he goes.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
barking.
there it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's loud.
clear.
Yeah, that sounds like it's in the house with you.
No, he's an entire property over. And our properties are big. I live in the middle of nowhere.
You heard that, folks. Go get him.
Calculating. Middle of nowhere plus New Jersey equals... Oh, it's most of
Upstate
the
New
state. It's most of the
No,
state.
I was gonna say because nobody will be able to hear you.
Oh,
Police will take too long.
no. I see.
Yeah.
Well, at least the dog to my right stopped responding. So now this guy's just yapping his head off for nothing.
On night shifts
Mm-hmm.
at work, when it's like when the shift is dragging and I just want to go home and I'm not on the delivery, sometimes when I get out of my car, I'll start barking.
What?
And sometimes a dog outside will start barking too. And then it just causes a chain reaction of the whole block. And just start barking.
POV, the crackhead on the side of at the gas station telling me about his life.
That's crazy.
And it makes the shift a little bit
You
better.
start the whole neighborhood barking. Why would you do that?
It's on average like 2 to 3 dogs going at once.
You know what? It'd be funny if it was like a wildfire where you lived in like a really urban neighborhood and it just
Yeah.
like spreads down the streets. Hour later, it's like up the town.
It's even better in the summer when like everybody's outside with their dogs. So it's just a higher success rate.
No! 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 I wanted the opposite. No! 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 Nikq, please.
Oh, dang.
Nick.
You just got wrong.
Nick, I did it backwards.
You
Nick.
sounded so genuinely upset.
No,
For you.
no, no, no. Nick. I,
You shook hands.
I can't even get another brick because I'm not on a brick. I was like, oh, he'll give me a brick. Oh.
That is
Don't
That's
act like you
unfortunate.
feel remorse, you piece of shit.
man.
I know what you are.
I know what you are.
Oh, wow.
Dude, water bottle
My
has changed my
goodness.
life.
True.
I left it at my mom's the other day, and I felt like like I was missing a part of me.
You felt emptiness inside.
I didn't have my
The emptiness
baba.
was the lack of agua in his body.
I didn't have a baba.
A
You know what
baba.
I mean?
Bilingual.
Alright, I'm gonna shut my windows because this dog's annoying me. Let me roll my dice first. Get nothing. Cool. Now it's someone else's turn.
Before you shut the windows, you should bark.
Okay, I got you. I got you. How many times do you think, and how loud?
I usually do like 2 to
Three.
3.
2 to 3?
Like 3 and decent loudness.
Alright, I'll be right back, guys.
I really hope it picks it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I would
That's bad barking.
This is like not a bark dog.
Alright, I did it. Did you guys hear it?
Yeah.
Cool. The window's shut now.
Didn't sound right.
It kind of
Yeah, we
fucked
were
him.
making fun of how you were barking.
Well, the dog's still going, and he's kind of going louder now, so I think maybe it worked.
I barked at a guy a couple of days ago.
What's going on? Feel like people keep telling me that bark at other people. Is this a thing that I'm just not aware of?
Well, it's like a woman thing. I know that a lot of girls do. it whenever
I've never
a
been
guy
barked
that
at.
No, it's whenever a guy that you don't want talking to you is trying to talk to you. Like, specifically if they're trying to hit on you and, like, every other thing isn't working. Like, I'll hit them with, like, the I'm married. And they're like, oh, you can't have friends, though. And then I go... It's a pretty effective method.
Your mic cut out. That was perfect.
For like a good portion of my childhood, every time I'd be out riding my bike, there'd be some group of teens in a car that would like slow down, roll down the window, and like scream at me and then go. And I never understood why they did that because it just scared the shit out of me.
That's why.
I was just confused at it until I did it.
You
And
understood.
then you understood the game.
I'm like, oh, this is
Exhilarating.
and I'll
Yeah,
do
but-
it with like people in my car too. So I'll just be along with it. I do it. I'll roll their window down and start barking at the kid.
You're getting arrested, man.
I honestly, once I realized that I had free will and I could do things like that, it makes life a lot fun. A
Yeah.
lot more fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Just
It
bark
really does. Once
people.
you realize that you can bark at people, it's like life becomes so much better.
So what are they
It's like-
gonna do?
That's like some of the inside of a dog's head would be doing.
Once you realize you can bark at people, life gets way better, man. Woof woof.
It's like
Or
some
like when you
Pixar
realize you
movie
can
about
put
dogs or something.
cheese in the textbooks of French class,
What?
or you put it in the sousaphone and it stays there over the summer.
Or like call
What?
a like a local restaurant and ask if Quandale Dingle's working.
That's
Put a girl on.
I can't put a girl on, dude. That Justin was not there. That was a wonderful episode of Lethal
I
Company,
saw a video titled that, and I said I missed it.
dude. I think we sent you the clips though. I think we sent them in the group
Maybe.
chat. Where it's like, make that pussy whatever, and Nikq just
Oh.
fucking ripped one.
Oh my god. No, you asked do it fart, and then
Nikq there's like a comedic pause, and then Nikq activates his walkie-talkie and goes.
yeah. Or we asked if it was wet or something. It
Yeah,
wasn't do it
no.
fart, and then he just went.
Yeah.
So good.
Was it like do it queef or something?
It was something like that. The timing was the best part, especially because the walkie-talkie makes a noise when you turn it on.
It
So
was
you
so
like
good.
you hesitated for 2 seconds and then ding ding.
Justin, did you ever see that clip?
I sent it in. I think I
don't
sent it
think
in the Lethal Company group chat. Here, I could find it and send it in the Catan.
No, what I was saying earlier is I would
Man.
put cheese from like Lunchables. I'd take the cheese and I'd put it in the textbooks at French class.
That's
Or it
crazy.
was my partner in crime. We were the cheese bandits. One time we put the meat. We put it in the tissue box, a few tissues down,
Mhm.
so you couldn't see it, and eventually you would pull the tissue out and the meat would fall out with it.
Damn. I think it's only. I swear I sent it somewhere, but I can't
Because I
find
want
it.
you to know he's not enjoying your story, but I am. That shit's funny.
And then, I flew a little too close to the sun by throwing a piece of cheese in the sousaphone before the school year ended. Like it was like the last
That's
week.
an expensive thing to do, I feel
Well,
like.
no, not really. Like it didn't damage the instrument. There was just moldy cheese in it.
That sounds damaging to the instrument, but I guess I'm not a musician.
Cleaned.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm confused.
About what, man?
You know what the sousaphones are?
I have a 3-to-1 port.
Oh.
It won't let me trade 3-to-1.
You probably have a 2-to-1 then.
You have a 2-to-1 or.
Oh, stupid. And I lost my turn. That's crazy.
Stupid.
Stupid.
But
Now I'm gonna get fucked by the robber and I can't use it.
later that summer, during marching band camp, when the sousaphones were off the wall, one day during warm-ups, my band director comes up to me and he's like, "Know anything about this?" And he shows me a picture of moldy ass cheese next to the sousaphone. Like,
Do you think someone played it and then was like, "This doesn't sound right. It sounds like there's moldy cheese in there"?
I think they tasted it. I think they tasted it.
Oh,
And-
oh, dude. Yeah, I'd say
Why does the sousaphone taste like blue cheese?
you didn't fly too close to the sun. You flew into the sun.
And he was like, I've heard from people that you have a pseudonym around here called the Cheese Bandit. I don't know where you've heard that from before. That was not me. He's like, all right, just figured I'd ask. Just checking.
He knew it was
Didn't get
you.
in trouble, but
He knew it was
understood
you.
It was me.
Yeah.
And he was just trying to scare me out of ever doing it again. It worked.
It's like the idea of your band teacher coming up to you.
Like, I heard you're called the Cheese Bandit around here.
They call you the cheese bandit, don't they? And then little Justin going, I don't know where you heard that from. That wasn't me.
And the guy's just like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Except Justin's probably violently sweating.
Yeah,
Look of
yeah,
fear
I
on
was
his
mortified.
face.
I was terrified. I was like, oh, I'm done. I'm done. I have to retire. I'm caught.
I gotta run away, go to a new school.
My jazz band director and I had a very interesting relationship.
Oh.
That makes it sound really bad.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
usually when
I
jazz
was-
directors have an interesting relationship with a student, it's not so wholesome.
I was a really good saxophone player, but I pissed him the hell off.
They're gonna say you
Yes, I
pissed
would-
in the xylophone or something.
I would do things like put cheese in the sousaphone. My marching band director was also my jazz band director.
I see.
Um,
Fuck.
It was like week 1 of freshman year. So this is like first impressions with this guy. And me and Chili Wong were fighting over some Szechuan sauce. And right next to the brand new jazz keyboard
Oh.
that was purchased a week ago. And he just wouldn't give me the sauce. So I tried to pull it pretty hard and it blew up all over the keyboard.
This is like a
And it got in between the
cartoon
keys.
episode.
And I learned.
I didn't think this
that
happened in
last
real
year
life.
that keyboard stopped working. So I caused it to stop working, I think.
Bruh.
I like to think of everything that happens to Justin as being played in a cartoon form.
I mean, that was literally an episode of a cartoon where two people are ripping something apart in it.
Dude, that was all of my resources. Look at me, I have 0.
I mean, that was like the only resource I actually needed. I've given up on this game long ago.
Dude, once he started talking about the moldy cheese, I was out.
Yeah, I think Nick
Well,
just
there
wins
was a
this
little
one.
bit more moldy cheese in my high school career.
Oh, you were the cheese bandit after all. I should hope
No,
so.
I was. This was also with Rory, and mostly the entire like theater band hall of my school was in on this, where we chose one locker in the band locker room out of all of them that didn't have anybody that used it, because we were all assigned lockers.
Sure.
and we stuck a piece of cheese on the very back of it just to start. And then it was about a year and a half. Anytime we brought food into that band locker room, something went in there. And we had a whole, we had a,
Oh, I had to start
we had
smelling.
something growing. We had something growing after a while.
Oh my god, you know what that reminds me of? When I was a kid, I don't know why, but like someone was talking about cancer and it made me sad, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cure cancer. And you know, like a normal kid is like, I'm gonna cure cancer, or I want to be like a doctor or something. I took like a big ass plastic shampoo bottle and just started filling it with ingredients, like a mixture of like soaps and foods and other shit like that. All right, so I think I put like vinegar, I put some conditioner, some like hand soap, probably some other various like a soda or whatever. And then I smelt it, and I was like, oh, that smells bad. That must not be right. And then in my little brain, I convinced myself that it was like wine. And for it to become the cure to cancer, I had to age it. So I put it in under the sink in like the corner in the back of that. And like 10 years later, my parents are moving out of our childhood house. And they're like, we found this absolutely disgusting rancid thing. The bottle had exploded at some point. I guess it created enough gases to explode the bottle. So the entire inside of the underside of the cabinet was covered in like a goo that was simultaneously like a moldy food goo and also like a slippery soap wet goo.
Oh my god.
And the best part is, they thought it was my little brother, because it makes no sense that it would be me, because I moved out of the house like 6 years ago. And so they blamed my little brother and didn't believe him when he said it wasn't him.
That's crazy.
Tell them?
I told them
villain
now.
arc story.
I told them now, but they didn't tell me. They're like, yeah, we found it like 5 weeks ago or whatever, and we were like, we know that you did this. And he's like, I didn't do it. And they were like, why are you lying to us? And I think he eventually admitted to it, which is why torture doesn't work, because he just said I did it. And he didn't do that shit. I was trying to cure cancer. I did that shit. I had noble intents, but I just forgot about it.
This is
I
gonna
was
just
gonna
like
say.
elevate my southern shit, but I have a friend named Mason, and I'm allowed to tell his story, by the way.
Sure.
I've been given permission. He likes to make wine, just in his home. He's a lot younger than all of us, also. And
Can he legally
made a
drink? Okay.
And he,
Cool.
he made a wine, and he says the reason it did what it did is because the grapes were the wrong grapes. But I don't think that's true. I think it's because he was fermenting it in a soda bottle in his room.
Oh.
And anyways, he brought it to a house party that we all went to. And he was the only one that drank it, because nobody else fucking trusted that shit. He blacked out, I think, like, maybe an hour in, max. Like, and I mean full blackout. Like, he was passed out on the couch. And,
like, blackout in, like, a drunk way, or, like, a he's dying way?
No, in a drunk way. He had, like, 8 beers and then, like, chugged his wine.
Okay.
But he, proceeded to, while he was asleep, violently shit himself. And then our friend Hayden, who's our strong friend, but he's also the only one that doesn't drink or do anything bad, had to carry him upstairs to the shower and showered his unconscious body.
Oh, that's a better friend than me. I'm sorry, Nick. You're sitting on the shower. You're sitting on the couch covered in shit. I'm not washing you.
I wouldn't exactly blame you, because I don't foresee you ever being able to move me much.
Well, that's part of it, but I mean, also the whole just not wanting to do that thing.
Hayden's a really, really nice dude.
That's
he's the
like
nicest person
that's
I know.
beyond nice. That's like ruining your month to slightly less inconvenience someone else.
No, dude, Hayden's just the fucking nicest dude ever, I swear to God. But he did that, and then he he tucked Mason in bed upstairs in our friend's parents' room, and apparently, I wasn't aware of this until very recently. Somebody got photos of,
Oh no.
No.
of Mason halfway off the couch, covered in shit from the
That's a bad photo to have online. You can't become president with something like that. It's ended instantly.
Mason couldn't become president.
For a lot of reasons. Yeah, usually someone who ends up in that situation couldn't become president anyways. But all right, wait. I want to hear Justin's story.
Oh yeah, sorry, Justin.
No, I was gonna say that what you did with that making a concoction in a bottle
Yeah.
was just pastime for us in middle school at lunch. But I've never let it go to the extreme of letting it ferment for 12 years.
My goodness.
We would put it in our locker for like the year or something like that,
Yeah.
and it would turn a sickly gray.
Oh my god.
And on the last day of school, I was walking home with my friends, and we took one of them out, and we decided we're gonna eat the sidewalk with it.
Oh.
So we were just dropping it along, it was probably as viscous as it could get before it was solid, and it would like come up in balls, and they just land on the sidewalk, and then they hardened and stayed there for a while.
Oh.
There was just a trail of mass on the sidewalk.
We used to do that, but we wouldn't let it ferment. Kids would dare each other to drink whatever concoction was made.
Well, we would put like hand sanitizer and shit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, kids would still dare each other to drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nikq,
Also, one time
Yeah.
we had. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
do you have a victory point?
I might.
Well, I'm just saying if you do, I have 3, so your odds are pretty low of pulling another, especially if Justin has one.
I have one.
Yep, so there are none in the deck, so you can't win, Nikq. Unless you get largest army, so you better start using knights.
He's so upset right now.
Well, I mean, he can win in 2 turns. He just needs to use a bunch of knights.
But I remember this was like the worst thing that probably ever happened to me in school. I think it was just very brutal for me. They got the little milk cartons, whatever, at school
Mhm.
lunches. Got one of the chocolate milks. I thought that the TikTok I had seen many years ago was fake. It was real. You try to pour it out, and it comes out real thick, and then we tilted
Yeah.
the carton back up, and it's back into the container.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had plenty of those.
God.
I
Someone
think-
spilled one into the drawer of the van locker room, and it was like a non-Newtonian fluid in that drawer.
It's so disgusting.
Non-Newtonian fluid.
It literally it is. Like you pour it and it comes out like a slime, and then you tilt it back up, sucks back into the
Oh.
container, and then a kid drank it. And then he wasn't at
That's-
school for like 2 days.
That's crazy that he drank it.
Yeah, you could pretty much dare anybody to drink things in our school. Like, literally, there was a kid that had to go to the hospital because somebody dared him to drink an entire bottle of hand sanitizer.
Brother Bear, there
That's-
are no
that's
victory
illegal.
point cards. You just need
I
to
get
play
that,
knights.
but now I have all the
He
cards.
has the rest of them.
So just play the knights, please. Thank you.
I drugged my friend in middle school.
What?
I'm sorry?
What?
What?
When
Please
when
say there's an
he-
unintentionally after.
He
There's no one. It doesn't sound like there's an unintentional.
he would like bring like a sandwich to school every day, but he'd usually go in the lunch line and get like a bag of chips or like a drink.
Oh, it's the classic put fentanyl in your sandwich bit.
And that day he had gotten up and went in the line, and it was gonna be a while because that line took a long time in middle school. And my friends and I were like, "You still have those laxatives on you, right?"
Oh no, no.
And I was
buddy.
like, "Yeah, I do."
Oh.
So then we crushed it up, and put it in the bread,
Oh.
and
Oh, I'm
it
sorry. I
wasn't
thought it
until
ended.
after he had eaten the sandwich and we went to our next class that I realized on the back of the box it says, "Warning: Do not eat if expired because it may worsen the effects. And
Oh.
also, do not crush them up because it might quicken the effects."
Oh god! So 2 minutes later, he was just like rocketing to space.
He was in my class the next period, so that's why I did it, because all of us had the next class together, so we wanted to see what would happen. We left maybe 5 minutes after the bell and did not come back for the rest of class.
Dude.
We had a kid. I'm not gonna dox him because this kid's probably doing better. I hope so. He was kind of like the oddball of the school, I guess, and he ended up getting a nickname that I'll disclose later. We were in class one day, and somebody, it was like dead silent. It was fucking like a test or some shit. I don't remember. And you just hear like the loudest fart rip, and it was like I can't describe it. I've never been able to. I've told this story so many times I still can't. It was like the wettest, like flapping sound.
Flapping? Flapping?
Flapping,
No!
you had-
No, not flapping. Any other adjective.
It's so hard to describe. You had to have been there.
Apologies if you guys have needed wheat or trees.
Just play your night cards, man.
I am trying to, man. I just hate that you can't.
You played you played a turn
it.
without playing a night card.
Oh, last time I played a not good.
Last turn you did, the turn before that you didn't play one.
No, I did.
Okay.
I promise.
But,
Check the VAR.
I have to get one above Justin, right?
Yep.
Well, so at least 2 turns, or unless Justin wants to prolong the game.
I don't think he has a night
no, he has a
card.
victory point. He literally can't. So.
Yeah.
Did he defend himself?
The bank is
Or did he
out
just
of
act
out of
like-
wheat and trees.
He didn't do it.
oh no,
my
I was trying to
goodness.
finish my story, but I couldn't.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. Don't worry. It's not that important.
We've only got 2 turns to finish everything.
The sound brutal, but a couple of minutes later, and obviously kids giggled because fart funny, but
Totally. I understand that.
like-
I relate to that.
it was 7th grade, by the way. Keep this in mind, please.
Totally.
And you just start to smell like
Oh,
a
no.
radiating stench from the back of the classroom. Just like it's you can tell when it's not a fart because there's like that. It's like that slow pull. Oh, rip.
Oh. Nick has to
I'm
throw
not
out
gonna try to
20
click all these
resources,
things.
by the way. You're just
I'm
gonna
not
let the
gonna try to
timer
click
run
all-
out?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's like a radiating smell of like human feces. Okay,
Oh,
and then
Oh my
one
god, the
kid-
chat.
Oh my god. There's one kid in our class who was like, he liked to think of himself as the class clown, but he was not that funny. But he stood up and like screamed, "Hey yo, who just shit themselves?" And
He's kinda
then
funny.
and then you see the kid that was an oddball just get up and start waddling out
Oh.
of the room.
Oh.
And he was wearing khaki shorts, and there's
Oh.
just like this like
oh.
Oh. That's
That kid
like.
He had also
Oh.
pissed himself twice that year in class,
Oh.
My goodness.
and so he got the moniker of Pampers.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Many
Ah.
people.